1090 Sports Center update.
At 6:33, I'm Bobby Woldridge, and we'll start in the NBA, where yesterday the Lakers collapsed in the fourth quarter as Kevin Durant poured in 19 of his 43 points in the final frame as the Thunder would rally from behind to beat LA 107-103. Lakers limp into the All-Star break 18-35 and currently riding a 7-game home losing streak. As for the Aztecs, their next game is Saturday at home against Air Force. Here's what Steve Fisher had to say about the matchup.
I thought we had a good game plan against them last time, but they're a good basketball team, and they're a team capable of playing with and beating anybody based on how they play.
And over in the Olympics, yesterday, the U.S. men's hockey team hammered Slovakia 7-1 in their opening round game. Their next game is Saturday morning against Russia. You have to wake up at 4:30 a.m., though, to watch it live. There's your Mighty 1090 Sports Update. I'm Bobby Woldridge. Dan Sileo continues right now. San Diego Sports Leader, Mighty 1090.
I'm offended. 6:34. I'll tell you why I'm offended here in a sec. Fred McGriff, 8 o'clock. Part of the broadcast team for the Padres, 8:30. Bob Scanlon. And from the USA Today covering Major League Baseball, we'll break down the Padres with Bob Nightingale. And you now, 858-457-1090, 877-792-1090. I'm offended. Oh, my God, I've never been this offended in my life. Have you seen the cover of Sports Illustrated yet? Oh, my God. It's the swimsuit issue. Oh. And all of you, have you seen it, Bobby?
I've seen a couple. What's wrong with the?
No, look at the cover of SI with the.
Four lovely ladies.
No, there's 3 of them.
Three?
They're facing here. Let me turn it around here for you. My laptop here, and they've got their hands on each other's asses here.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Yeah, well, there's the girls too. Look up a little higher. Thank you. This is a sports magazine. This is not porn. I'm offended. This is where I get, if I want porn, I go on the internet. If I want porn, let me see it. No, it's not up, my porn. Okay, if I want porn, it's on the internet, okay? Or it's in a magazine that says porn. Like, I don't know, Playboy. In a sports magazine? This is offensive.
It's the swimsuit issue. Come on, you prude.
It's a swimsuit. If I want to see asses, okay, I'll read about LeBron. All right, I'll read about Bud Selig. I'll read about the NFL commissioner talking about gays. If I want to see an ass, that's the kind of ass I want to see in a magazine. Sports Illustrated putting those 3 girls with thongs on the front. What are you trying to attract there? Seriously.
I should have been a photographer. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. and I come here and I look at you all day.
Yeah, that's why I got a face for radio, young man.
Man, what did I go wrong? How did that guy get that job to be a photographer and do that?
But think of this okay, they're doing this just to sell cover. They're not. That's not a Sports Illustrated. It's not. Anybody could do that. TNA sells, man. Right? Nobody cares about the content that's inside that magazine, right?
I read it for the articles.
yeah, right. Just like Playboy. I got it. It's quite the picture, though. I'll tell you this. They're showing more on this cover of the swimsuit issue than I've ever seen in my entire life, going all the way back to Cheryl Teagues. This is revealing here, too. I've never seen anything like it.
It is a little funny that it's the swimsuit magazine, and they're only wearing half of the swimsuit.
Yeah, they got no tops on, and all they got is a thong. Everyone's rushing to it right now, going there. By the way, I'll put that on my Twitter, Dan Sileo Show, the Mighty 1090. 858-457-1090, 877-792-1090. Welcome your comments in. It will be a very tough season. I'll get your calls here in a second. It will be a pretty tough season for the San Diego Chargers. And I say this because of one factor. You take a look at the toughest schedules that are in 2014. the Chargers, where do you think they place right now? As common opponents, obviously out west, when you got KC and when you have the Denver Broncos. Right now, they got the fourth toughest schedule in the National Football League going forward in 2014. Whew. Boy. Tell you what, with all the decisions and all the moves that they have to make, you can find yourself in a big-time issue if you're not ready to play and you don't have that roster lined up, because there's no question about it. The Chargers have a lot of moves to be made here over the next couple weeks here when it comes to getting ready for free agency and also the draft, restructuring of contracts. We've been talking about that this week. Big moves to be made here, man. What do you do with Phillip Rivers, $16 million? Do you come down a little bit, restructure that contract? Antonio Gates, we talked a little bit yesterday. Who are you going to jettison? And I'm not prepared to sit here until I read more about the team, and I'm supposed to go over and meet more with the Chargers over the next week or so before I start saying who you need to jettison here. What do you do with Dwight Freeney, by the way? What do you do with Dwight Freeney? Got nothing out of him last year. Nothing. Is he an older player? Do you bring him back? Do you at least give him the opportunity to be an impact football player this year? Big money. Got to make decisions. You're squeezed against the cap. Cap's going to be 126.5. We're at 128.9. Probably dump around 11.5 in contracts to be able to do something in free agency and in the NFL draft. But you got to look at your own restricted free agents and what you're going to do. With the fourth toughest schedule, cap being the way it is, the front office has some moves to be made. And you know what? They're being very quiet. Very quiet, because someone's going to be jettisoned in the next few days. You got to be, because we're talking like 24 days before free agency starts. I believe that number is 24 days before free agency. 858-457-1090, 877-792-1090. Giovanni, thanks for coming aboard the Dan Sileo Show. Thank you, my friend.
Okay, Paisan, I got two things for you. First of all, have you met Laura McKeeman?
I have not. Yes, I have. The chick from Fox.
Yeah, she's a former Miss Florida, and she was in the top 15 in Miss USA. And second thing is, Paisano, I know you're a big Yankee historian. I need your Mount Rushmore of Yankee players. My Mount Rushmore is Babe Ruth, Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, and Mo Rivera. I'm leaving off Jeter, Berra, and I'm leaving off Lou Gehrig. What do you think, Paisan?
My top five would be Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mantle, and if I had to pick a fifth one, it would probably be Mariano Rivera. And I'm going to tell you why Mariano Rivera. Over the last 20 years, there's never been a player that has pitched on that ball team that has had more significant wins and has been the difference between every other team in the American League East than Mariano Rivera. The only time it was different is when Papelbon was pitching for the Red Sox, and he was able to keep that thing even closer when they got